I'm back for part 2 of my Gelli Printing Basics videos, and I'm just going to do a few more prints and then maybe do a little bit to some of the first prints that I made in part 1. I love this purple color in this Liquitex Basics. It's called Deep Violet. Love it. It's really pretty. I wanted to try using that a different bubble wrap. I have a square one. I just wanted to see what it looks like, and never used it before. Let's see, it's got little square pockets. So I just want to see how it will look. I guess I'll just do it in the center. I know it's not going to go all the way across. Just want to see what it will leave behind. Funny. Let's see if I can press this in here real quick. Ooh, that looks cool too. Very cool. Let's see. I think I will use this little thing here and make a design on the edge. That is so cool. I love that cool pattern in that, the way it pulled the paint up when the bubble wrap was pulled up. That looks neat. Yep, that is really cool. Okay, let's see, get the rest of that on this sheet of labels. Let's see if we can get anything else off of there. Probably get a little bit. Oops, I lost a label. Okay, I'll put that back in place so that it can continue to be used. There. That's cool. That's just adding a little bit more. This one's kind of like a ghost print. One that I'm kind of adding all the light prints to, so that's neat. All right, there's still more of that on there that will come up probably with the next prints. And let's see, I'll do a little light blue. Okay. This is a print that I had done on a previous jelly printing session, and it just needs some more, so I'm going to add this to it, and we'll see what we get. There we go. And that will still get more added to it. Here's another one with just a little red on it. Get some more of this blue from here. Okay, and then I'm going to remove this, and let's put that on here. Keep losing labels. And the plate, when the jelly plate gets pretty dry, it's easier for the labels to stick to it. Oh, that's the same label. That's why it came off of it. That was the same one. Okay, that was very light. You don't really see a whole lot because I had similar colors on here to start with. But you can see it up in here. You can see it a little bit in there, and you can see it here. But this is great for the labels because you're only going to see little bits and pieces anyway when the labels are removed. So that's okay. Okay, let's use the little toe separator. There's a little paint on there too. You can stamp off on something. Using the little sheet that I was stamping off on earlier. Still using that same one for some of this excess paint. All right, now I'm going to take the catalyst tool that's similar but just smaller. And we'll go this way. And see if I can put that in here. Put that on this. This is a magazine page that I had rolled off a brayer another time with red paint. I'm going to put this on top of that. Magazine pages are fun to use. Just have to be careful when you take them up, pull them up, because they will tear easily because they're thin to start with, and then they get wet on the plate. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of paint left on there. So let's try that on here. Okay. And then we'll put still some of that on here. Turn it this way so I can see my edge. Okay. That was pretty cool. Okay. Now, this one here is really wet, so I need to put it on top of the pile. Okay. Now, let's do some pink, dark pink. It's called quinacridone magenta. And we'll put a little light pink with it. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to use this stencil this time. And I'm going to press the small bubble wrap on it. This is another previous jelly print I did on a magazine page. So when you don't like what you've done, you save them up, and then the next time you do a jelly printing session, you can print on old prints. And look how it changes it. Pretty cool, huh? Love that. Okay, let's see. use that same color. Okay, maybe we'll do this sheet with this pink color, pinkish purple color. More labels sticking. There we go. Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh my goodness, I love that. Is that not the coolest? I get so tickled. Every time I do jelly printing like this, I get so excited when I get something like that that I love. Every time I get excited like it was the first time I've ever done it. But I love that. And these are, this is a label sheet, and it's the little tiny return address labels. Okay, see the little one? So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do another book, those little mini composition books. And I'm going to put these little tiny stickers on it. I think it might be even better than the other size of the labels that I had used previously. So I'm going to try that out. But I love this. Yes, that's my favorite today so far. And I wanted to show you this, talk about this real quick. I love how that little bowl stamped. That's just amazing to me. I want to do more colors and put them all on here with the red ones. I think that would look so cool, like fireworks. That was the one I did here where I pressed it in the plate here, but then I printed it off from the bowl, from the bottom of the bowl onto this one. So that's going to be fun. Oops. Here's the bubble wrap. I had laid the little bubble wrap on one of those other prints. That one's very pretty too. I love it. On here. And I'm going to put the green and red one on here. That's how that one turned out so far. And I'm going to put this one on top of this one. So this is another trick that I'll do that's helps when you have a dark print, and you can brighten them up by adding a little white. By the way, this is this is what I'm doing on this this page here. I'm tapping the brayer just to make little lines where I've got a lot of solid color, and just you know, making a pattern. See? That's in my composition book of unwasted paint. So chances are you'll be seeing that again soon. Uh-oh, I made a mess with the book. I'm going to run the brayer back through. Okay. Okay, so I've got this paisley stencil that I like to use. I put it down like that, and then I take the dark prints, like this one for instance, and I'm just going to lightly give it a little bit of that color. Not a lot. I'm going to save some down there for one more print. Okay. Just kind of gives it a little bit of oomph, you know. And then what I do is I'll take it in any areas that didn't get very much, like right down here. I can just press that down lightly and pick up some color. Okay. And get into all the corners that way. All the edges. And that way it gets some color all over to make it brighter. See? Spot right here I want to get. There we go. And let's see. This one could probably use a little bit of white too. May not show up very well. We'll see. Because there wasn't a whole lot left there, but you can see some of that. Pretty good. Okay. Now, I take this off, and I'm going to put some white on this one. And there'll be a lot of white, but it needs something, so I'm going to try this and see if that's what I like. If it's not, then I'll do another layer another time. That's pretty cool. Still needs a little bit more, but I already like it better than I did previously. Yeah. Very cool. All right, now I think I'm going to add a little bit of black, and then I'm going to finish this up because we're running on 30 minutes now. So we'll put some black down. That looks pretty cool with the black on it. Awesome. All right. Let's see. I'll take some dots, I think, off the plate. And see, I think I'll add a few to this one first. Isn't that cool? It's almost like adding black splatters, paint splatters, you know. So that's fun. Put a few on this one. And if you just touch it here and there, you don't get like the whole sheet full, like with lines and everything. It's pretty cool. All right, and now let's add a little something to this one. Of course, I have to stick my hand in the plate. Let's do this wavy line again. I like this one. Yeah, I like that. It just adds a little bit of something. Gives it interest. So that's cool. Okay. And let's see. This comes out almost like the dots. It's actually like a zigzag line, a small zigzag, but it's coming out kind of like dots. So might be different if I laid it down. I mean, I can see a little bit more of a zigzag on the plate. Okay. So there's a little bit of, I mean, the paint's not quite dry on here, so I'm going to pull it off on here just to use it, see what I can get. It's getting dry quick, so it may not be a lot, but we'll see. Go grungy. It's interesting, and I'll add more to it to make it really fun. I'm going to add this one to see what I can can get onto this jelly print. That looks cool. See how it grunges it up? I can't say it. See if I can get that. Yep. Okay, so we used all that. All right, so I'm gonna kind of go through these real quick and show you what we have before I close it out. Okay, so we have these two. These two. These two. This one. This one. This one. I didn't do any more to this one, but I will. And we have this one. And the other one fell on the floor. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so we have that one and that one. And the ones that I just added that black to just now that are over there, to let them dry. Okay, then this one was one I was just stamping off stuff on, and that's a pretty cool little sheet by itself. That would look great on a journal page as a background, a starter background. So that's very cool. And here's what we put in the composition book of unwasted paint. Okay, so we did this page. I added these little wavy lines when I had the purple paint out. I don't think I did anything in here. Oh, I wiped off the contour thing with that. Okay, and then in here, starts with that page, I believe. Yes. Stamped, rolled off, cleaned off the brayer, and then stamped those, those red flowers. When I was stamping on the jelly plate. It's another page with brayer cleanings on it. Another one. Another one. And this is where I pressed the square bubble wrap onto this page. And I already had used up some pink paint the other day. There, so that was all. Yep. I hope these two Gelli Printing Basics videos were helpful to you guys, and for those of you who already knew all this, I hope you were maybe at least entertained a little bit. And but mostly I hope it helps out anyone who is not sure or who doesn't have a jelly plate and doesn't know if they want one or not. This may give you an idea of the kinds of things that you can do with one. And like I said earlier, you don't really have to have a lot of stencils and have to go into a whole lot of expense once you've got your jelly plate. You can use things like bubble wrap. I mean, bubble wraps tonight have been my favorites. You know, like I loved this one when I used the big circle bubble wrap. I love how that looks on there, and you know, just simple things like the Scotch tape roll makes really cool, you know, patterns. And a lot of this, not the purple thing, but underneath there, a lot of that was, and this one too, was that mesh, you know, from the bag from the grocery store. was this. I mean, this is simple stuff you can easily come by, you know, and there's no great expense in it, especially if you're already going to be buying oranges or apples or onions or whatever you can find in one of these mesh bags. They even wrap them around hams and turkeys and stuff like that. So with the holidays coming up, that's a good thing to be watching out for, and make sure you save. And if you're not cooking the turkey or the ham or whatever, and you're going to someone's home and they're cooking it, make sure that you ask them to save it for you. Because, I mean, I do that a lot. I'll tell my family, you know, save me those whatever, you know, and especially if it's something I don't use, you know. But anyway, I hope this was helpful, and that many of you will find it beneficial, and find that it maybe answers a few of the questions that you had. And we'll be back with some more fun videos very soon. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.